need you to cast your mind back, way back, to a time when most of us were just discovering the internet. Setting up an email address took me all day and 3 computer nerds. Your website costs were thousands. Do you remember? It was only yesterday. Yes. Shopping in cyberspace was as unreal to us as shopping in outer space. And that's come along a long way. No, way back, before Facebook. It's called Saro Australia. It's not even, we let him have this full surrogacy, australia.org. We're only the short little bit. The group's mummy was a traditional surrogate, and she was looking for others in Australia. She saw the models in the US, but nothing with relevance to Australian laws or the clinics, because we're different. It became a circle of friends. The group has changed hands at least 3 times that I know of. I think she started it back in at least 87, 88, before she was even thinking about it. Now in 2005, I'd met my IPs, but I didn't know anybody else in the world of surrogacy. I'd already agreed, and we couldn't find any information. So my kids taught me how to surf the net with dial-up. It really does feel like a lifetime ago. Eventually I found a group. I'm not going to read you the spiel. The spiel's in the book, and it's also right at the very front of our website. It was amazing. I found people who understood what I was going through. They'd been there, they wanted to listen, they wanted to share. They happy danced with me, they held my hand before treatment. They heard my venting at the negative results. They told me what my IPs could be feeling and how to communicate more, because, would you believe I didn't know how to talk? They told me what questions to ask the medical people, and when I did find out the answers, they wanted to know the answers. So it was almost as if we were doubling up on those poor medicos. I had questions that had nothing to do with me, but I needed the answers for others. So we debate, we discuss, and because we're human, we also disagree. Now, you need a support group like this one. See, when my waters broke on the Sunday morning, I told the group before I told my mum. In order, I told well, all right, hubby, yeah. That's bad, isn't it? Just been relegated again. IPs, the group, my boss, and then my mum. They were there afterwards, and for me that was great. When the others forget the milestones, there's someone in the group that remembers. They remember Lachlan's birthday, but you know which milestone we celebrate? Positive Day. July 4. It's 6 years ago, and you get it. You get a little message. Somebody remembers, and they go, do you remember when you saw the faint little lines? Now, as a group, we kept a low profile, mostly because of legalities. Queensland hasn't been out of the dark ages for long, and New South Wales used to be grey. We're wary of waking the sleeping dogs. We do promote surrogacy, of course, and we tell everybody to go and look on Sam's site, and we encourage our members to join so that our voices are heard on a political and a social level. We speak in terms of hypotheticals, okay, such as what sort of things would a Queenslander need to do to achieve a birth certificate surrogate child born overseas. Now, we can kind of answer you, but we'll be a little bit more in depth about what the lawyers will tell you. We will say something like, okay, you need to pretend that you are this, and you need to do this, and then you need to do that, and you didn't hear it from me. Because Surro Group is not, we're a closed group, but that doesn't mean I know you intimately when I let you in. I don't know who you are. I know what you've told me, and if I feel you're a little dodgy, I'll ring you up and I'll ask you questions. And if I think you're a journalist, unfortunately, I will try to stop you from getting anywhere near us. We've been bitten too many times by journos just looking for a sensational story. The group grows every week. A lot of people think we're a matching service. We're not. They're not allowed, so we don't promote that. We say, always put on the end of your email who you are, always be in everybody's face. This is where I'm up to in my stage. I'm an IP and I'm looking. I'm a Sorrow and I'm still looking. Sometimes they'll even write on the bottom, I'm a Sorrow in New South Wales and I don't want to travel to Victoria. So that even narrows you down a little bit, but even better. We lose a lot to Facebook at the moment, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. As long as people are talking and supporting surrogacy, I don't mind where. The difficulties are keeping track of everyone. Some need to lurk. You know what I mean by lurk? You're sort of a member of the group, but you're not really posting every day. You're not really up there knowing what everybody's doing. They have their reasons, socially, legally. I'm okay. I drop you a message and privately rather than posting it on the group. Every so often, I know that you're still thinking of it. Some don't feel like they've got anything to share while they're still researching, and even if they want a Sorrow. And some of us, we can't shut up. We all have opinions. Oh, and I've learnt this wonderful word named flaming. I don't. It's very hard to regulate an argument when everybody feels so strongly about it. I want to say, calm down, keep it sane, people. But you know what, you're passionate, and that's the way we are. But if you're not passionate, why not? So give me your opinions. I want to know. It's the only way as a Sorrow that I knew anything about IPs. IPs, you guys are just strange. What do you mean you feel like that? How could you feel like that? So the group is really good as a devil's advocate. If you go in and you tell them your side of it, it's not a judging sort of deal, but it is a definite, why do you feel like that? The rest of it, some of us feel like this. And sometimes clarifying your own point of view is really good. You don't sort of feel like you're going at it only half. Yeah, I nearly said it. You clarify your own, and that makes it easier for people to communicate with you. And would you believe I've run out of paper? How quick is that? Is that about what you need? Tell me about, come on, tell me about Facebook.
Well, what I want to ask you first, before I talk about the Facebook group, is do you do much active moderation of the group, or do you mostly let people just go for it in terms of chatting?
70-30. Most of the time, it's not a group that I stop the messages getting through before they get through. Yeah. I don't read everything and then post it. If you post it, it's there. I can delete it. But this sort of group hasn't, people get, if they choose to receive the emails, the post as emails, people will receive your post before I can get a chance to delete it.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so security is not high, but friendship is.
I might talk a bit about the Surrogacy Australia Facebook group, and then we'll sort of chat about it as an audience. You know, you guys will ask some questions too. The Surrogacy Australia Facebook group is also closed. That is, you've got to sort of email to join, and I've got to sort of check out that you're not a clinic, because we don't let any commercial operators, clinics come on the group. Our theory, like Kelly's, was that the group was only for current or intending parents via surrogacy. But it can be hard, because you know, a clinic could make up a false name that looks Australian, and we don't really know that sometimes. So it is an issue. Usually you can see if they're a problem by the things they post on there. I think you guys have a rule that you say that you're supposed to post on there at least once a month or something,
is it? About once a month. That was a debate we actually put up as a poll. How often do you want to?
But I think the issue was to try to prevent people lurking on there and just sort of possible journalists or people who are just not really there for the right purposes, to try and be able to think, oh, well, we should kick these people off because they're just not using the group, so maybe they're sus that they're in IPs. So was that the theory?
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah.
We have another resources for Surrogacy Australia to do that. We've got, I think, now over 150 group members, and it's only been going for maybe 4 or 5 months now.
Nothing, I got 150 now.
So the Facebook group, it is very active.